Hello, positive mommies. Welcome again to Motivation for Moms. I am Elayna, a future New York Times best-selling author. Yes, that's why I'm wearing this hat today because I want to talk to you about the power of positive affirmations. And words are powerful. And if you don't believe me, then I have a story to tell you. There was this gentleman who was in the middle of depression and divorce and desperation, and his company had set up a rule or a system in which their password would update every 30 days. So he actually transformed his life, LIFE, with the use of a password. So here's how it started. He decided that if he was going to have a password and he was going to have to change it every 30 days, then it was going to be something purposeful. So even though he was in the midst of a lot of darkness in his life, he decided to start with something that would impulse him or prompt him to do something wonderful, to do something useful and positive in his life. So the first password that he chose was forgive her. And there was, like an at sign and a lot of exclamation points. It was a ridiculous password. But anyways, it was a positive message of forgiveness. And he said that every time he saw um, the password prompt to come in and he had to type that he felt something. So next thing you know, he started feeling better about himself. He started smiling. He started feeling lighter. His resentment and his hatred were going away. And you need to read the story. I'm going to leave a link to the blog post in the description below. But basically, he then started to type passwords because remember he needed to change it every 30 days. He started to use passwords like quit smoking forever. And guess what? He did. Like immediately. He changed his password for multiple purposes that he wanted in his life. So I think that the last update that we had was save for ring. So we see how his life is actually doing a 180 here. But anyways, power of words infinite. That is what I have to say to you. Words have the power to destroy, to create, to hurt, to heal, to bond, to separate. Words are amazing. And through words, the words that we tell others, but also the words that we tell ourselves, we can create joy, balance, and success, or we can create desolation and chaos and pretty much misery in our lives. So we choose what words we tell ourselves, and that's why positive affirmations are important in our lives. And I'm not just talking about, standing in front of the mirror and saying things that you don't believe. I'm talking about changing your inner dialogue. I always talk about the inner bully, which is the person, the voice inside of me that tells me that I can't, that I am too much of this or not enough of that, that who am I kidding or who am I trying to fool? That person, that little voice over there, I try to just defeat her and crush her and just tell her to go somewhere because you know what? I'm the boss in this situation. So we fight this inner bully and we crush it by changing the inner dialogue. So when you feel yourself telling telling yourself that you are not enough, then change it and say I am enough. So just do the opposite, just change the opposite. And it takes 17 positive statements or sentences or compliments to actually balance off one negative comment or one negative thing that you told yourself. That is insane. And that is why we must practice, self-affirming and just complimenting ourselves and telling ourselves awesome stuff about ourselves. We tend to internalize a lot of what was told to us in childhood or by other people that we actually cared about, and they didn't know any better, and they, you know, um, guided us in believing things that were not true about ourselves. But it's time that we take charge of our lives, that we regain that inner power, and that we tell ourselves how wonderful we are and how many awesome things we can achieve and how many beautiful people are out there waiting to see our light shine, because it is going to shine on them. Okay? So, positive affirmations. Tell yourself every day how wonderful, how valuable, how amazing you are, and how needed your gift is. Affirm your gift. Speak life into your gift. Speak life into the people in your life, the relationships that you have, the things that you do. Because when you're positive, you can gain that power. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. And thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that, okay? So that you can watch more and more and more and more and more, because I'm going to be making more videos. I can't help myself at this point. And share it with a friend or an enemy, Share it with everybody. And of course, be positive and you will be powerful.